Today we are in the seat of Bennelong with an extremely tight contest because it is the second most marginal seat with a difference of 0.04%, leaning slightly towards the Liberal candidate Scott Young. Currently the seat is held by Labor's Jerome Laxale, and today Central News is talking to voters, both old and young and from different communities, what policies are not only dictating their vote, but also the characteristics of the leaders in this election.
So I was wondering what was the most important issues that would influence your vote in this election to you?
Probably the cost of living and the housing, because it affecting a lot of parents from this community.
Just for Indigenous rights, helping the local people in Indigenous community.
Definitely about workers and the pay. A lot about pay cuts, as well as issues with overtime and all of that kind of stuff. And as a part-time retail worker, it's extremely important to me.
And what party do you think best represented that issue?
Connecting Australia, connecting so we can be one people.
Personally, I see it best represented through the Greens. They have the best policies in terms of, legislation for working, as well as other things like that.
I would have to say Labour, because Labour target more on housing and more Liberal people just target on businesses.
Scott Young, the Liberal MP for Bennelong, shares with Central News what he thinks the top 3 things young voters are looking for.
That's it, we're going to win back Bennelong. It's been a very exciting morning, very exhilarating, and it's great to see our democracy in action. So many young people are coming here today, and it seems like they also know what's important to them, so I think that's awesome to see. I think the top 3 issues right now would be housing, so a lot of young people want to move out, and they also want to buy homes. 2 things that I'm ferociously advocating for is, I think, firstly, lifting real wages. So what we see from that ratio is that we got to lift real wages over time. Real wages growth hasn't caught up with the fact that house prices have grown so much over the past 25 years.
While Scott Young focused more on the housing side of things, local candidate for the Greens Party, Adam Hart, spoke more about the disability sector, dental care and possible tax cuts that their party is bringing to the local community of Bennelong.
We want to make sure there's an equitable tax system to make sure that everyone is paying their fair share. So if we could put a 2, 5, even 10% wealth tax on the likes of Gina Reinhart, Clive Palmer, that's millions and billions of dollars that we could use to fund universal systems such as dental into Medicare.
Do you think you have what it takes to win tonight, win Bennelong?
Look, I've seen odds that there's a 1 in 26, so about 3.8% chance that I will win. But I'd love to Stephen Bradbury it and really come from behind and take the win. Working in the community service sector myself, primarily in the disability sector, I've worked with people and I've been able to find out what exactly they need in order to thrive.
Mahir, Munot, Central News.